Hey everyone, welcome back to Patriot Ridge Farm. So these are the Freedom Ranger collar yields that we went with for our meat bird this year. This is our first time raising them. I've got no issues with them at all. We are day ranging these birds, and I've got 200 feet of electric netting around them on a solar charger. They're in my front yard. This is the rabbit pen here. They're a good looking bird, and I'm standing back on the other side of the fence here, but they've got the big feet and legs like the Cornish cross do. These are straight run, so there are a few hens in there. They typically tend to be a little on the lighter side, and there's a wide collar scheme with them. They go anywhere from red to a blonde. There's even one in here that's like almost looks like a copper marin, as dark as he is. So a little over 5 weeks old, keeping them on 20% non-medicated chick starter. Make sure I turn the fence off before I grab a hold of it and climb over. You hear me speak that other language. All right, and it is dry. It is so dry here. We've had maybe a ½ inch of rain in the last month and a half, almost 2 months, and it has been in the 90s to mid 90s consistently for almost a full month now. All right, feed can, got some bedding there for them, and then I've got the grit in that bucket there. And what I'm doing is I'm leaving their tractors right where they're at. I'm throwing fresh bedding down as I need to. I don't mind leaving them here like this. They're in my front yard, so they're a lot closer to me. They're not out in the middle field because it's been so hot and dry, and I'm not having to shuttle water back out and forth to them. I'm one of these people. There's that black one right there. That pretty collars on him. So he's pretty dark. And matter of fact, right back here, just as I speak it, they're almost blonde. So I'm one of these people. I'm not about a manicured lawn. I'm about a yard, and I've got so much of a yard that I don't want to mow because that takes away time from everything else. So I decided I'm going to start using the yard, and especially as hot as it is this year and as dry as it is, these guys are right here in my front yard. By the way, chickens don't get zoomies, they get flappies, if you've never seen that. But this gives these guys a chance to get out and forage in the grass, forage for bugs, stay active. They're not going to be slugs like the Cornish cross were. Now, fair point to that is that we kept the Cornish cross locked in the chicken tractors and moved them to fresh grass every day because I was doing it in the back field or in the middle field. Had I done them up here, I would have turned them loose like this and never really gave it much thought, but this is how it is to now. So I don't have a problem at all with these birds. I like them. They seem to be growing great. They're a little slower than the Cornish cross. I think the average Cornish cross people take them out to 8 weeks. That's what we've done. We've even taken ours up to 10 weeks. We won't do that again because they just get too big. But the Freedom Ranger collar yields here, like I said, they're just over 5 weeks, and they are moving along. They're not far behind the Cornish cross. We'll take them out to about 10 to 12 weeks, depending on how they grow. So we're probably looking at last week of September for processing time. So they've got a nice broad breast on them, just like you'd see on a Cornish cross. They got them big feet and legs and bright yellow legs too. They're a good looking bird, and they're very active, and that's what I like about them. Even the hens, good size hens, big feet, big legs, nice broad breast. Just a slight size difference between them and the roosters. And I think I already told you that these are all straight run. That's the only way you can order them as a straight run, but we've got more roosters than we did hens, which I'm fine with either way because of the way that they're growing. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the camera here. The way that they're growing, I think we're going to end up with some really decent looking birds come harvest. And the fact that they're getting to forage on grass and move and be active and be chickens. There they go with the flappies again. That makes all the difference in the world. So the plan is here, is as they forage out this area, and I'm not going to let them take it down to bare dirt. As they forage out this area here, I'll just take the fence and I'll move it, and I'll take it right down around here. And you know, I have not mowed grass, so this grass is overgrown through here, and purposely because it's been so dry. Everybody who's mowing grass around here has brown lawns. I'm not interested in lawns, but I don't want a brown yard. So I'll just take the fence out around here, let them forage in this area. Good canopy cover, keeps the hot afternoon, evening sun off of them for the most part. Plus they've got shelter and everything in there. It's supposed to rain, but I don't think it's going to. We've had promises of rain, forecast of rain, radar showing rain coming, and it breaks up before it even gets to us. And I mean, it's ridiculously dry. So meat chickens, this run, it's the only run we're going to do this year, and so far I'm liking them, and this may be my go-to bird after this. A lot of it's going to depend on how they produce come harvest time, you know, what we think of them, what with the carcass, and how they taste and everything. But I think, you know, with feeding them a non-medicated chick starter, 20% protein, they're growing great, allowing them to forage and be active and stuff, I think we're going to have a better bird. I'm going to say it. We'll have to see. I'll keep you guys up on the progress of these birds and everything as we move forward, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care. God bless.